how's it going, guys? Stolen here with Raised by Sharks. Today I'm going to be giving you a guide on the bow. The first thing you need to know about the bow is that each bow has different types of coatings which deal different elements or statuses, such as paralysis, poison, sleep, blast, power, and close range. Now, personally, I like to have paralysis, poison, and I prefer power, but there were no bows that had power, paralysis, and poison. So I stuck with the Hunter's Proud Bow too, because it gave me the statuses that I like to deal the most in a hunt, because I feel like it helps my team the most. But you're going to want to go into the trees and look, because they all have different elements equipped to the bow, or statuses, and different affinities, so you're going to want to pick the bow that suits you the best. Also, the bows have different charge attacks that all behave differently, so when you get that bow, you're going to want to practice with it a little bit. It's the only weapon in the game that really does that. Before we show you the controls, I'm going to show you how you get your coatings, which work like ammo for the bow. You can go to the provisions guy, and you can buy the coatings here, or you can go into your crafting list and craft it on the go as you pick up the materials out in the world. Okay, so now that you know how to pick your bow, I'm going to teach you how to use it. For starters, press triangle to pull it out, or from the start position you can hit right trigger to fire an immediate shot. So while it's out, very basic, left trigger to aim, right trigger to shoot. So if you look at the crosshair, you see how it's those three lines, and now it's orange on that, but if I look on that, it's only white, because to use the bow properly, you have to be at the proper distance. So as I get further away, you'll see it disappear. Now it's getting lighter, and then it disappears if I look at that one. So the deeper orange it is, the more damage you're going to do. But also, you could be too close, like this, and become out of range again for optimal damage. To apply a coating, press triangle while the bow is out, and now you can deal status damages or increase damage up close, or just in general with the power coating. If you press circle twice, you'll go into the power shot. A third time sends you into the arc shot, which rains those down on the enemies. Very good for breaking parts and dealing sustained damage. You could also go straight into the arc shot with right trigger and circle, like that. So your shot has 3 tiers. Tier 1 is just a regular shot like that, just tapping right trigger. And then if you watch the crosshair hit the middle again, you'll see it like that, right there. You'll see it hit tier 2 from holding down right trigger, which consumes stamina. So tier 2. And then it'll go a third time to tier 3. You can hold it at tier 3 as long as you need until your stamina runs out. While aimed with left trigger, if you hit X in any direction, your guy will do a sidestep, which puts you into a tier 2 charge for a shot. Sidestep basically bypasses the first step of everything in bow, because if you do a sidestep into circle, you do a power shot instead of the quick shot first, then power shot, like this. Triangle and circle does the dragon piercer. It completely immobilizes you and takes a long time to charge up, but it deals a lot of damage. So you're going to want to make sure you're in a safe place and then aim it and wait for it to fire. While airborne, you can press triangle to do an aerial attack, and you can mount with the bow. So now that you know the controls, we're going to send us into some gameplay to show us how the bow plays out in multiplayer, and to show you basically what your role is and what you should be doing in a hunt. Okay, so now I'm going to start to begin applying the poison status by pressing triangle, and then hitting him. And then I'm going to follow it up by trying to paralyze him, and then just deal out a massive amount of damage to him. Circle is great for doing this because it'll still fire off your poison arrows, and do it like a burst fire type deal, like that. So now I'm going to begin to start trying to apply the paralysis effect. There's that dodge roll straight to the power shot. Okay, so now that he's paralyzed, we can switch over to the close range coating. Get up in his face to deal a lot of damage quickly. Okay, broke part's great. Now I'm going to try to have that rain down on him. Yep, so now while he's down, he just gets constant ticks of damage on top of whatever I'm doing here. Straight to the power shot, and then drop another one on top of him. Radaband decided to join us, but that's alright, because I can stick in the back. So you see how from here it's only yellow, but then as I get closer it becomes a bright orange. That's the difference between how much damage you're going to deal. So you're always going to want to stick in the orange area, because it'll deal the most damage possible. That's it for the bow guide, guys. Thank you for watching Raised by Sharks. If you want, you can check out our other weapon tutorials, and remember to like and subscribe.